It is Tuesday, September 30th. The Red Sox have not just, a couple hours ago, I'm recording at 11:20 at night, but the Red Sox beat the Yankees 3-1 in the Bronx to win the first game of the wild card round. A win tomorrow, and we move on to Toronto to take the Blue Jays. And man, the game ended 2 hours ago, and my heart is still pumping. That was a stressful game. That was a very stressful watch the whole way through. But I have a lot to say. First, we'll start off with the bad. Not being able to hit off of Max Fried. Bad. The thing is, you are hitting off him, you're getting base runners, and you're just not scoring them. I think in 4 outings against the Sox this season, including tonight, Fried has a sub 2 ERA against Boston. So you just weren't hitting him at all. That's kind of where the bad ends, though. The good, and there's a lot of good, you guys stayed in the game to win it. I think when I saw Sadon taking an 11 pitch walk, I knew that we had to get something going. Because Sadon doesn't just take 11 pitch walks every day. The guy does not want to take ball four. And then, sure enough, you follow through after that. A huge showing from Nick Sogard. People are out here laughing that Nate Eden and Nick Sogard are on the playoff roster. They're starting games. Nick Sogard had a huge day. Excellent pinch hit from Massa. Just so good to see how much of a weapon he can be when he gets going offensively. Great day for Carlos Narvaez. Took 3 really, really gutsy walks. And to me, it just shows how well he knows the strike zone. Not just the actual, physical strike zone that we see on TV, but he knew that the ump was not calling that upper left-hand corner from our perspective. And he took a really gutsy walk on one of those pitches. Absolutely excellent. You love to see that. Of course, the headliner, Garrett Crochet, your war pig. Just a gutsy performance by him. 7 2/3 innings, 11 strikeouts, 117 pitches. His final pitch, that called strike 3 on Austin Wells, he hit 100.2. I believe that's his first time as a starter in Boston, hitting over 100 miles per hour on the fastball. He was just brilliant. He had a singular mistake to Anthony Volpe. Other than that, only allowed 4 hits. Only 4 hits. Between giving up that homer to Volpe and that single to him in the 8th inning, he did not allow a single runner on base, and he did not walk a single guy. You go out there, you see Skubal dominate, 7 2/3, 14 Ks. Crochet pretty much matched that. It was everything you could have asked for. And normally you have a guy, it's his 5th time going up against the Yankees. Surely the Yankees have a book on him. Surely they know exactly how to approach him. And Crochet's like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I've done this entire season. I'm going to take the team, and I'm going to put them on my back. Final thing to talk about, Chapman. There's a reason why we aren't asking Chapman to ever go more than 3 outs. We've done that one time this year. It was against the Phillies. We asked him to get a 4-out save. Not even a save. We put him into the 7th and had him go the 8th. And he gave up a game-tying home run to JT Realmuto. So you've got to be feeling really good about Chapman to have him go out there to record the final out of the 8th and then to go in and finish off the 9th. And let me tell you, Chapman gave everyone a heart attack. Now, gives up the hit to Goldschmidt, very next pitch, hit to Judge, very next pitch, hit to Bellinger. Bases loaded, no one out. You've got, the postseason killer, Giancarlo Stanton up. We all think he's going to go out and hit a home run. In Chapman, the poise that he maintains in that situation can't be understated. The fact that he just goes about his business same as always, throws really gutsy pitches right over the heart of the plate, but he's so confident in his stuff that he's willing to risk that, and he has confidence that he's going to beat Giancarlo Stanton out. That works. Then Jazz obviously has the advantage. Jazz can't figure out how to hit lefties, gets a weak pop out on a ball that was out of the zone. That could have ended in a disaster. You see so many times where they reach for that ball on the outer edge of the plate and they bloop it, and a bloop will probably tie the game in this situation. And then right to Trent Grisham, and he strikes him out on 101. Just phenomenal. It's great because you've saved Slayton and you've saved Whitlock. And you're probably not going to go back to Chapman tomorrow after how many pitches he threw. But you really outplayed the Yankees. You knew that if you wanted to put Slayton or Whitlock in, they would just be ready to unload their lefties off the bench. And you did not give them that luxury. You were like, no, we're going to have Crochet go pretty much 8 innings, and then we're going to put in our lefty closer to finish the job. And I think that you're going to have a lot more flexibility to use righties out of the bullpen now that you've got Bayo, who's a righty, starting tomorrow. Video's already, 5.5, 6 minutes. I'm going to cut off my thoughts there. But just a gutsy and incredible performance from this Red Sox team in the Bronx to pull up one game in the greatest rivalry in sports. And hopefully tomorrow the Bayo boys can get things going and we can be moving on to Toronto without having to see Game 3.